Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And this is our review of a figure I've been wanting to do a video on for a really long time. But I started on the figure, it's a custom, and I just...
You had a lot of setbacks.
Yes. And then I just kind of put it off and kept putting it off until I was ready to work on it again. And then even when I was, more problems. But anyway, it's a custom 6-scale Leeloo action figure from the movie Fifth Element. So there she is. And I'll go over how I put her together and the setbacks and everything. But first, I guess we'll go over the figure as it is now. Right now, the figure is on a Fison body. And I bought the clothes. Most of the clothes came with a Kumik, I'm not sure how to say it, set that came with a Kumik body, but I didn't like the body. I thought it would be better with a Fison because it's seamless except for like the wrists. The wrists are the only part that's you can see the joint. Still, that's pretty good, and I think the Fison body looks pretty good. Also, it came with a head and hair, but I ended up buying my own head. It was an unofficial Milla Jovovich. It's an unofficial head of her. And that's what I got. And then I took the wig, or the hair, whatever, from the Kumik. I'm just going to say Kumik. I took the hair and stuck it on this head, which I had to glue it and cut it up because it didn't fit right. Like the actual wig part didn't fit right onto the head, so I had to get that on there. And also I had to use some like gel to do her like little dreading thing she does with her hair. It's not completely perfect, but I just did it real quick, and I'll probably fix that later sometime. Also, it came with one of these little orange things, but it ended up ripping up and getting all messed up, so I had to make my own, which was kind of a pain in the ass. I had to try a couple different ways, but I guess it's alright right now.
Hey, it looks pretty good now. It looks way better than the one she came with.
Yeah. Also, I had a setback with the pants, which I kind of had to fix. I always heard you're supposed to pre-wash clothes before you stick them on a Fison. I mean, because they stain the skin of a Fison. And I shouldn't have done it. I did it by hand because I didn't throw it in the wash because I figured to screw them up. But even doing it by hand, it still messed the pants up, and I had to redo these black lines. But that's why there's like a little mark there, that kind of stuff. But still, I think it turned out pretty well. And I've looked up other people's customs of Leeloo, and I'm not trying to be like arrogant or something, but I haven't seen any that look this good. There's some that have been alright, but I've never seen any that I would ever been wanting to pay money for. This is probably the best one I've seen, and I'm not trying to be a dick, saying, oh, I make the best things. It's just, I just haven't seen a good one. I'm surprised. It seems like some of them make an awesome one, because there's so many 6-scale customs I've seen that are like amazing. Just haven't seen an amazing one of her. And I don't know, I'm pretty happy with this. I don't think it's perfect. I have issues with it, even though... What?
I was just thinking, like, you're not trying to brag about yours, you're just saying everybody else's really sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, most of them use that Kumik body and don't really do much else to it. And I don't think it's very good. The face definitely does not look right. The body isn't that great. The clothes don't fit right. This don't fit right. Like even this, I'm using the shirt it came with. The shirt even isn't right. It should be a little lower. I mean, it is a different body, but even on the Kumik body, the shirt didn't come down low enough. Like this is just barely covering the bottoms of her boobs, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. And there's...
The neckline's not right either.
Yeah, the neckline's supposed to come down more. And there is like a little bit of ribbing in the shirt, with the texture, but her actual shirt, you can really see like ribbing on it.
It almost looks like a sweater material, sort of.
Yeah, almost, and that's not what this is. So it's not quite right. But still, it's pretty close. If I ever find a better shirt where I get it, switch them. But also the orange thing that came with the Kumik did not fit right at all. It was made wrong. Like the crotch was wrong.
And it was a bad material too.
Yeah, it started ripping apart real easily. But and this definitely looks like her face though. The head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
The expression's alright. I mean, this is close to her multipass face.
Yeah.
That's the kind of face I'd probably want, but
Her confused face.
Yeah. Or a smile or something, I don't know. But I like this one. Another issue I had, like I said, the splicing figures can stain if you get things on them. And I knew that, and I was drawing on some material to make this, and I knew that I couldn't put it on the body, but for some reason I was kind of just, I don't know, I was just working on it and just completely forgot, just stuck it on there. I'm like, okay, checking to see if it fits, and I take it off, and I'm like, oh crap. And I got the pencil marks on her, and if you can see the marks on there, that's what that's from, the pencil marks. And there's supposedly ways to get it off. Some people said to use like oxy pads, and I tried that. They're not coming off, but we did have an older Fison where some of the stains eventually just kind of came off themselves.
Yeah, they like wore off.
Yeah, so that might happen with this. Oh, another thing is the black lines before they got messed up and I had to replace them worked better. The ones I put on kind of wrinkle if you get her in certain positions. Like if I go like that, they kind of start to wrinkle. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's kind of weird.
They don't stretch quite right.
Yeah, the original ones did. They stretched fine, but I don't know what they used to do that. I tried 2 different ways, and this way worked better. And this is just iron-on transfer. Really thin stuff. It seems like it would work, but it didn't. What I first did was tried really thin elastic, and it didn't work. It really bunched up bad, so this worked better. Oh, there's the boots. The boots came with the Cumic figure. They're alright. They look nice. I kind of wish they had a joint or something so they could, I don't know. It's just kind of flimsy because of the rubber. But I think they're actually, yeah, there's actually a Fison foot attached to the leg inside of the boot. And she'll stand up, but it's not perfect. I think I'm going to have to use a stand because I wouldn't trust her standing on her own for too long. But it's not bad.
Yeah.
The orange thing, I ended up making it out of sort of like stretchy material, and it's like 3 layers that I glued together with, what do you call that stuff? That
heat fuse?
Yeah, heat fuse. 3 layers of it. Originally I tried 1 layer of this with a layer of thicker material, and that just did not work right. This worked a little better.
The material is kind of like a canvas, and it just started shredding and ripping apart.
Yeah. In the movie, it's like, it looks like it's made of like rubbery material, and I kind of wanted to use something like this. Like this, I cut off all the little thingies, but this is one of them like balls or...
Like a koosh ball.
Yeah. That seems like the right type of material, but this wasn't big enough. And they make bigger ones, so I might try to do that someday, buy a bigger like ball or something and try to make the outfit. I don't know if it'll work though. It probably would look better. I just don't know how the holes will work because obviously the holes would stretch really easily. So I don't know.
Yeah, it might just rip.
Yeah.
It's worth a try though.
Yeah. Just the way it is, it's a weird thing that just doesn't fit right. Even if you get it the right size, it's just odd because Milla has very small boobies, and the Fison's figure, this is the smallest breast size that the Fisons have, and it's pretty small, but it's still bigger than hers, and it kind of makes this want to go off to the side, push off to the side, where in the movie hers is like directly over her nipples most of the time, but it don't really work when there's bigger boobies. So I had to kind of glue this in place. And also it's just weird the way it works because this has to be tight around here, but then when it does that, it wants to pull this away. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like they had to have made it to perfectly fit Milla's body, I would think, in the movie.
She might have had like body tape under it holding it on.
Maybe. I can't really do that with the Fison. I mean, you might be able to do something like that, but it's probably not a good idea.
Especially if you ever want to change your clothes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm gonna. See, that's one thing I thought was stupid of me, was washing these pants, because I would never change them. I mean,
it wouldn't really matter if they stained her because it'd be staying on there.
Yeah. Still, I think this works, the orange thing. Like, I had to sew it in a few places. Can't really make it out of just one piece. And I had to buy a hole cutter for fabric to make all the little holes. And it had multiple sizes, so I can make all the holes.
Yeah, they ended up looking pretty good because I wasn't sure how you were going to do that.
Yeah. The only thing is, I wish there was a couple sizes bigger, because like the holes right in here should be bigger, but that's the biggest size.
I think it looks good.
Yeah. Here's a look at that head I got. I just bought it on eBay. I searched for it on eBay. I typed in like Milla 6-scale head, and it was one of the ones that came up. But, you know, one thing that's really good about the Fison is the articulation and it being seamless. I mean, the Cumic body had nice articulation, but it wasn't seamless. But this one is. So you can do all kinds of poses, and I'm not going to see the ugly joints. So that's pretty cool. Only real issue with the articulation is the clothes, because like I said, this will wrinkle up kind of funny. And also certain positions, this will start to look funny. But it's not too bad. I mean, unless you want her in some crazy pose, it should be fine. So there you can see the hair. I got some hair gel and tried to dread it a little bit. I also had to cut the hair a lot because it was really long. Like, it was down to like here. It was just way too long. And I think maybe it should be even just a little bit shorter. But it's like I'm afraid to cut it, because I'm afraid I'm going to get to the point where I'm like, oh shit, it's too short now. But back here I didn't do the dreading as much. I kind of did it before this video. So it really needs a little more, but I just want to get it enough done to do the video, because I'm sick of waiting to do the video. I want to get it done, damn it. The pants fit pretty good in the front. In the back, her butt crack would show, except that this is here, so it covers it up. So that's good.
Yeah, the pants are a little lowrider in the back.
Yeah. There might supposed to be some holes going down the back here, but whatever. But, well, I do like the pants that came to Cumic. They look better if you don't wash them and screw them up. Like, right here it looks kind of messed up. And you can see like the splotches from washing it, but it's not too noticeable. It's battle damage. The one thing that I would like to do someday is get the gun that she uses in the movie. I'll probably have to make it myself out of a different gun. But for now, she's using a Stormtrooper gun. Also, I want to make the multi-pass, because that would be pretty awesome. It seems like that shouldn't be too hard. I could probably just make it out of cardboard, or I don't know how to do it, but it shouldn't be too difficult. And another thing that I think would be cool to make is the stones. The 4 stones that they're after through the whole movie. It'd be kind of cool to have them sitting next to her or something. She has 2 main outfits in the movie. There's this one, which she wears for most of the movie, and then there's the other one from the beginning. She don't wear it as long, but it's a very memorable outfit, and that's their straps that they put on when she's reborn or whatever. And that's another one. I wouldn't mind having a version like that, but I don't want to make it swappable with this one, because that'd just be a pain in the ass. I think if I did that, I'd want a separate figure. But then I'd have to go to the trouble of making the head again. So I'm probably not going to do it, but it would be kind of cool just to have that version also. I'm fine with just having a Leeloo, but it would be cool to have some of the other figures. Some people, I think they'd probably think, well, the main one you'd want is Corbin Dallas. But actually, I think there is 2, possibly 3 other figures that I'd rather have before I got one of him. I think the main one would be Ruby Rod, because he is just ridiculous in his outfits. I definitely want like that cheetah print one with that crazy haircut he has. That's the one I'd want. And then after that, I think I would want Zorg, because I love that actor. He plays such good villains, and that's a very memorable villain. It's so weird and looks odd, and I just like to have that one. He should come with his crazy gun. And the other one would be the diva, whatever her name is, that blue alien that sings. Just ridiculous looking, memorable alien. And I'd like to have that. And then maybe Corbin Dallas after that. So there's Leeloo next to some other sci-fi space people. Star-Lord and Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. I could see her hanging out with them, which would be pretty cool. And there she is next to some more outer space sci-fi peoples that you may recognize. That's another movie where it'd be cool to see her in there. She wouldn't even stand out. She would just fit right in any of those movies. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I wish Hot Toys would have made this figure, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I mean, they sometimes go back and made old figures. Like, they're making Matrix figures now. And Back to the Future and some other old ones. So maybe they'll make it someday. But since they don't have any official figures of her, I think this is pretty good. I'm pretty happy that I'm probably going to still do some things to tweak it.
Yeah. I think she looks pretty damn good. You did a good job.
Thanks! Well, this is Milla Jovovich.
And I'm Zombie-Cat.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Where is the multipass?
Leeloo Dallas Multipass.
Yes, where is it?
Multipass. Multipass.
I know it's a multipass. Where is it?
Bada boom. Big. Bada big boom.
What's that supposed to mean? Is that some kind of threat?
Chicken. Good.
What is wrong with you?
Multipass.
You remind me of someone. Someone I haven't seen in a long, long time. Jar Jar Binks. No, couldn't be. He had big frog ear things. Definitely not you. Yeah, definitely not you. Well, take her away. She's crazy.
You heard him. Start moving. Oh. Right in my weak armor.
Multipass.
Oh, damn it, man! You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh, damn it!